Guys, welcome back. It's Toxcore, and today Nn and I are doing We Were Here.
It
Don't
is
ask
We
me
Were
why
Here,
it's
wasn't
on
it?
Steam, but
Yeah.
it's We Were Here. Not the
Yes.
second one, not We Were Here 2, We Were Here.
Yes,
Oh
it's
my
a
God, ready?
asymmetrical co-op game where we basically have to work together,
We have to work,
even though we
work
have
together,
no
figure out
idea what is going on.
puzzles. Yeah, we switch roles just because I like the idea of being alive.
And unfortunately, this game actually has separate voice chat channels. So at the moment, you've probably just lost Nightcore. I'm still here, so because normally we're in a group chat, and that. So we decided to do something a bit different and do it separately. So this could be fun. So as soon as I get hold of a walkie-talkie, waiting for me. So I believe we are now a go. So I'm on my own at the moment. I've got no way of communicating with my buddy. So
Hello.
I can hear you. Hello. Hello.
Nn.
I'm here, mate. Are you still here? Okay, I can hear him, but he.
Also good. Hello. Come in.
I've got you.
Pete, Nn. Come in.
Wait, radio check, buddy. You okay? Radio check.
Yep, can you hear me?
I can hear you, buddy. I've just picked up a radio, so I could hear you shouting, but I couldn't actually speak to you. But I'm here, mate.
Yeah, good. That's good to hear. Right, if you're speaking on the radio, you can't hear the other person, is what I've just learned. So,
Well, that's useful. If I ever want to block you out, I could just hit the radio then.
basically, I have a book here saying, starting in the far west, take 2 steps northbound, head east twice, then after moving with 2 times, end can head for the door. After taking 1 step towards the western wall.
Okay. Right. Right. So here's where I am, pretty much. I'm in a room. I've got a door, which is clearly barricaded by some sort of gate, which I probably could climb over if I wasn't a midget. I'm having a look. There's a wall with a couple of lights on. One's blue, one's red. Both look like eyes, and I've got a puzzle on the wall. So I presume that's what your thing is. I've also got some text on the other side that says the answer lies. So, yeah. Help.
I've got a book open saying between the eyes.
Yeah, that would make sense with what I'm looking at on the wall. So, okay. So yeah, I've got a set of 6 symbols.
To give to you.
Okay, we're gonna have to use basic radio protocol. So when you finish talking, shout over. Okay. Over.
And I've got a eye thing with a load of different symbols over.
Right. Okay. Have you got 6 symbols? No, hang on. It's 9 symbols. My bad. Over.
Counting now. Over. No. I have, I think, roughly 18.
Right, that's going to make this a bit of a headache. Okay, I'm going to start by describing the top right-hand corner, which looks like a capital A, but there's a line in the middle of the bit that goes across.
I've got that over here.
Right, okay. Next one I'm looking at is a dodgy looking T. It could probably be mistaken for a candle light or something like that. Over.
I think I see that one. Over.
The one next to it isn't going to be an absolute pain to describe, but okay, there's a line going down the middle. There's a cross between that line and there's a circle in the middle of it. Over.
Over.
Right, next one, it looks like, I don't really know how to describe it. It's sort of like, it's like a tick with a little, well, it's like looking at a tick through a mirror. Over.
A tick through a mirror.
Yeah, so basically, the bottom half looks like a tick, it extends up and then ticks at the other side, so it's a bit confusing, but imagine it if there's a mirror in between it.
Yeah, I've got that one over.
I've then got an N. Over.
Yeah, I've got an N over.
Right, I've got a cross with a circle through the middle of it. It's different from the one I described earlier, so have a look for that one. Over.
Got that one over.
Right, I know the symbol, it's actually an Alpha Romaic symbol, but I'm not 100% sure how to describe it to you. Give me a couple of seconds on this one. Over.
Okay.
Do you know the old Scottish flag where it used to be a cross with, well, it's a bluish white cross?
I know what you're on about. Over.
Yeah, imagine that with two lines on either side, so it makes basically like a rugby post, but a dodgy one. Over.
Yes, I've got that one over.
Next one I have is a M, or it's a slightly wonky M, but over.
Yep, I think I have that one over.
And the next one, if we go back to the tick earlier, imagine that one with somebody just forgetting to let go of it after they do that symbol. You'll see what I mean if you see it. Over.
Yes, I see it. Over.
Right, so presumably I've got to press this in the order you've got on whatever that book is that you're looking at the moment. So that's the symbols I've got. So if you need me to go over any of them, just let me know.
I found a recorder, and I keep trying to tell you this, but you keep talking over.
Hang on, right, so basically we've got the symbols then, and right, okay, what are we doing here? Over.
Okay, so these books all have a different symbol. Let me check all the books and I'll get back to you. Over.
Understood. I will just sit here twiddling my thumbs. Over. So yeah, I've now got to rely on him to do some basic research. So we could be here a while. There's a chest or something down here, but I've got no way of getting it open at the moment.
Have you got any colours over there? Over.
The two eyes on either side, one's blue, well the one on the left is a blue one, the one on the right is a red one. The symbols are all white. Over.
Symbols are all white. Is that correct? Over.
Roger that, that is correct. Over.
Okay, well I found a tape recorder, so I'm going to put it in this. I found a tape for the recorder, so I'll put it in, see what it says.
Understood. I will hold on and just twiddle my thumbs. I might just start pressing buttons, see what happens. If I remember, this might be some way linking to something like the Greek alphabet, looking at it, which should be...
You can crouch, by the way.
I'm already aware of that because I've already been basically jumping up on stuff, seeing what happens. Over. Oh, I do have jumping.
Roger that, over. So I've managed to put the tape in the recorder, however I'm struggling to actually turn it on. Over.
How can this be that difficult to turn a tape recorder on, buddy? Over.
I don't know. I'm pressing the button, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Go.
Understood. I'm gonna try a couple of things and then if you get anywhere let me know. Over.
Roger that, over.
Now my immediate thought is that...
Okay, right. I'm leaving the tape recorder, over.
So I think it might be that. No. Okay. Presumably it's about pressing the buttons in the right order. Just making sure there's nothing else I've missed anywhere, because I've got to rely on him now. Which, oh my god, I've got to rely on Nightcore.
Do you...
Understood, I copy, over.
Okay. So, these books have different symbols between the eyes. Over.
Right, so would it be a case of pressing all the blue ones first and then all the red ones, or something like that? Over.
Sorry, I missed that, over.
You're saying the symbols respond to a colour of the eye thing, which would relate to what I've got here. Over.
I think so, yes. Because on the diagram I have multiple colours for different symbols of the eyes. Over.
Roger that. Let's try all the blue symbols you've got and see what happens here. That's a good enough start. We might as well just try something. Otherwise I'm going to stand here before a monster eats me or something. No, my luck. Over.
Roger that, over. Also, I flicked the switch, so I don't know what it actually did.
Nothing appeared to have changed here, so... Okay, let's try the first blue symbol then. Over.
The first blue symbol? Oh, wait, hang on. We may have a problem here. We have there are two columns, right? Two vertical columns. Both of them start with blue. Both of them are different symbols though. Over.
Right, let's start with the first column and see what happens. I think that's the best shout here, because one of these has got to relate to something on this puzzle board, so... We'll start with the first blue column, because it might be that somebody's tried to attempt this puzzle before. And basically that's what's happened. Over.
Roger that, over. Also, the red light appears on the walkie-talkie when the other person's speaking. Just to give you that heads up, over.
On my side, the walkie-talkie is just flashing red anyway, so I think it might just be a design feature. Over.
I missed that, not gonna lie, over. I was talking about the puzzle.
My bad.
Alright, so the first symbol on the other column, on the first column, is a weird looking A. With a little line in between the capital A. Over.
Understood. I've hit that and it's not done anything that I've seen, so I've just hit it just to make sure. Unless I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. I was hitting the wrong button. Okay, so I've hit the A. Over.
Okay. So now, underneath, the next of that is a weird looking T, but it is a red eye. Over.
Right, okay, I'm gonna hit that and see what happens. No, it didn't like that. It did not like that one at all, so that's got to be the wrong combination. So the A's got to be right though, so we'll go back to the A. Is there anything else along those lines that might work? Over.
We'll try and find a blue T, maybe? Over.
Over on my puzzle board, mine's, well, all my icons are white, so I've got nothing that relates to any sort of blue or red, but when I hit the T you were describing, it basically didn't like it, so it must be some another column or a different thing entirely to try, so let's have a go at something else. Over.
Roger. That's going to make things awkward because I've got colours over here, so I can't really... Okay. So hit the A again.
Done. Over.
Roger that. I'm still thinking, so hold on a second. Over.
Da 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 da.
Go for the circle with the cross and the sword down the middle. You know the one I'm on about? Over.
I know the one you're on about. I've just hit that and it didn't like that one either, so... Okay.
Roger that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea.
Right, what have you got in your book there that you're looking at the moment?
I have multiple books, and they all have different colours. Oh, hang on. I think I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I'm trying to find a blue book over.
Understood, I'll hold. So obviously...
Okay, so the blue book has different symbols. Okay. Do you see anything what looks like an upside down, hang on. Do you see anything what looks like, I'm gonna say it, like a penis, I guess, sort of thing? Over there, over.
Negative, oh, that might do, but that was what I was referring to as a dodgy T, but it might do. I'll hit it.
I wouldn't. Over.
You tell me that after I hit the button. Over.
Yeah, I don't know if these books are the right thing. I'm just going to stick with this blue one. I'm going to read the instructions on the back, and you're going to follow them, and, well, let's hope it works. Okay, over.
Understood. Let's go for this then.
Right, go back to where you started, like exactly where you started.
Right, I'm standing there now. Over.
Okay. The first instruction is, before one starts in the east, take one step westward, so go west.
Right, I've gone west up towards the wall that I'm standing next to. Over.
Then start by taking 2 steps north. Over.
Right, okay. Standing where you've just told me. Over.
Take 1 more step north. Over.
Understood. I'm now up against a wall. Over.
But not before moving 1 step west. Oh my god, hang on. Go best some more till one hits the wall, but then head straight for the door. Okay, go back to the start. I read this wrong because the instructions are weird. Okay.
Understood. Okay, go from the... What's the first thing you want me to do here? This is 95% where I started, I think.
Okay, so take 1 step westward.
Done. I am now up against a wall. Over.
Okay. Now then take 2 steps north.
Understood. I can go west here, and I can't really go much else without hitting a wall. Over.
Okay, take 1 step west.
Done. Over.
Then head straight for the door and see what happens. Over.
Can you repeat from the point where you told me to step 1 step west after going north 2 steps? Over.
Yep. I said go west until you hit the wall, and then head straight for the door. Over.
I can confirm that has done nothing for me. Over.
Roger that. Over. I've got a map here. Over.
Describe to me what's on the map and I'll try and link it up to this room here I'm in. Over.
Okay, so the map has multiple rooms with multiple stairs, that's the word. And it's got some boxes and some crates in some of these rooms. Over.
Where I'm looking at the moment is it's a 2x2 room with a couple of little corridors off of it. It's quite a tiny room, to be fair to it. Over.
Okay. You said there are some corridors leading off it, yes? Have you been down these corridors? Over.
If by corridors I mean a couple of dead ends, then yes. Over.
Okay, so I don't think this map has any importance to where we are right now. Over.
Understood. So the main puzzle we're going to have to work on is this picture puzzle then, I think. I'm just trying to see if there is any other information I've missed. Apart from the thing that says the answer lies, which is written in blood on a wall. So, yeah. So I was just looking at it to see if there was any symbolization or something to it. So
I've got between the eyes written in blood on a book in the middle, where I woke up, I guess.
it might be worth having a look at that particular book, because that's what I'm looking at the moment, because the symbols are actually between 2 eyes, so it might be something to do with that book we need to have a look at. Over.
Yeah, I have nothing on the book except for just literally the blood, as far as I'm aware. Over.
Understood. Wait a minute, I've just had a thought about this. You've said the book had a bunch of symbols on it, right? And you said one relates to a red eye, one relates to a blue eye, correct? Over.
That's not a book, that's a poster, but yes. Over.
I think it might be something to do with the... Depending on where the symbols are on your poster, it might depend on the actual puzzle itself. So, give me the first blue one. So the one on the far left. Over.
Okay, the first blue one is that weird looking A one. Over.
Understood. Can you give me the next blue one, please? Over.
The next blue one is the weird looking T. Wait, hang on. Are we doing them in column or as in blue, like in the column on the left, or are we doing column one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, if that makes sense?
Well, give me the next one, which will be the red one. Let's see what happens here. Over.
The next red one is that weird looking T shape. Over.
Right, we've done that already, so that's not going to work. What's the one next to the blue A symbol then? Just to ask.
Again, that weird looking T symbol. Start with that one maybe, and we'll work down that column. Okay.
Understood. I'm starting off with a weird T shaped symbol thing. Over.
Have you done it? Over.
I've hit the upside down, no, the correct way up T, which is a little bit awkward. Over.
Okay, now hit the circle with the swords through it, and the sword, oh yeah, all the swords and crosses going through it. Over.
I've just hit that and nothing has changed. So it's reset the puzzle again, so that can't be it. We must be missing something obvious here.
The A to start with, say when you've hit it. Over.
I've hit the A. Over.
Okay, now go for a weird looking N shape, over.
I've hit the strange or the slightly deformed N shape, and that has reset the puzzle again. I think, unless it's something to do with I have to hit a code, nothing else has changed. Over.
Okay, we'll just carry on. Hit the weird looking M shape. Over.
I've hit the slightly deformed M shape. Over.
Okay, has anything happened, over?
The M is glowing, and yeah, nothing else is. So I've got to hit something else, I think. Over.
Okay, hit the weird looking T shape now. Over.
Yeah, that's done nothing again. Over.
Okay, I've got no idea, I'm not gonna lie. Over.
Well, what have we tried on this so far? We've tried one from the blue column and one from the red column. We've tried all the blue ones. I presume we've tried all the red ones. Give me a couple of seconds to think about this for a sec. It might be obvious and I'm missing it. Hold on.
Okay, I kept trying to talk, I'm not gonna lie. Over. Also, what I was gonna say is, why am I the one sorting out puzzles? Normally I'm the one doing them and you're the one telling me how to do them. So,
Because for once I thought we would just try to see what would happen if I put a bit of trust in you. Over.
and this is what happens, guys. So he gets killed by the first trap. Over.
Roger that, we can't even solve the first puzzle because I've got to rely on you. Over.
Very correct. I'm good with puzzles as long as I can see what's on both ends. However, on this side I can't see. I've got to rely on your description, and even then, it's not helpful. Over.
Understood. I keep looking at these symbols and they remind me of something. It could be Greek, it could be anything. I definitely know of it. Over.
They more look hieroglyphics. Over. Just saying.
You know, you might actually be right on that. I'm looking at it and it's definitely familiar, certain shapes. The weird triangle golf post thing I'm on about. Yeah, that's definitely one. Give me a couple of seconds to think about this and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Over.
I know it should be obvious what this is. This is really a test of our communication skills, so let's see. So we've got two eyes and then there. No, I can't hit the eyes, so there's nothing I can do there.
And then of something which could be wrong. I highly think it is, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I think I don't know. I guess these books currently are just there, right? They're not any importance with what we've discovered. Maybe they're important for me, as in I have to follow those instructions. Do you see where I'm coming from? Over.
Understood, mate. So it might be something you need to do on your side as well as me. Oh, maybe that's the point. Can you hit anything on the board you've got icons on? Over.
Negative. I cannot do anything. I can pull a lever though on the other side.
Right. I don't think the label's actually doing anything at the moment. I'm just having a look at this gate now, see if there's anything obvious I've missed about the gate. Hold on. Over.
Roger that. Over.
We're in this situation now where wait, I've just thought about something. You remember that thing you were describing to me first of all? Over.
No, over.
You're on about directions. I just thought that might actually link up to this puzzle here. We might have been looking at icons and stuff like that instead of looking at actually what those instructions are telling us to do. Over.
Over, right. Be quiet for a second. The map has lit up, over. So you've done something and it started to light up. Over.
Well, that's useful, except I'm still trapped in the same room where I started in. Over.
Pardon, I missed that, over.
What if every combination actually opens up the map and therefore one of these combinations has to relate to that door? So one has to be blue, one has to be red. Over.
I don't know. Hang on though. I think I know where you started. Have you... Can you leave that... Oh, the light... The colours have gone off the map. Over.
Right, okay, so that might have been something to do with you hitting that switch then, rather than anything I've done. Over.
I do not think that was the cause, over. Oh, it was the cause, over.
So the switch is controlling the lights on the map. Okay, that might come in handy later, but that's of no use to me getting out of this room. And we've been in this room for about the last half hour, so... Yeah, a little bit of help would be awesome. Over.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing, over.
I put a tiny bit of faith in you, mate, and I'm trapped in a room for 1600 years waiting for you to figure out this puzzle. Over.
How about you figure out the puzzle then, over?
I've spent the last 5 minutes hitting every button on this wall to see if it did anything. Over.
How about we call it a day and you can solve these they're puzzles, I can speak. Over.
If you want me to take a crack at puzzles, because I'm probably a little bit better at solving puzzles, but then you'll at least have to see what I've had to go through for this. Over.
Okay, we'll do that then. Oh.
Understood. Right, we'll have to figure out how we're going to do our exit from this, so yeah, that's the end of this episode. We've got nowhere. Over.
Alright, I've ended my...